As ready as I can be.
Hi everyone, welcome to our show.
Hey, we're so glad that you can come. We're so excited. This is gonna be fun.
It is. So our whole show is about living life to the full, and today we are doing cross-cultural relationships, and our topic is compromise.
Talking about living life to the full, it's so hot in Africa right now.
It's so hot.
I made a smoothie. Why don't we cheers to that?
You really want us to cheers? Okay. Do I have to? Okay, I don't want to drink mine yet. Sorry.
It's really vital for us to compromise in relationships. I remember the first time you made a meal for me, you were so excited, actually over the meal and over the moon about the meal. So maybe we can talk about that, like your experience, how it was like for you. Yes.
What are you talking about? One of the first times when is this about the salad?
Yes, it's about the salad.
Right,
When you
yes.
prepare me a yummy
Okay,
salad.
here we go. Let me
Changed my
tell you
life.
guys about this. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what happened. He came through, I had made this salad, right? Lettuce, and then I had all kinds of sides, grilled chicken, olives, bacon, just everything right there. They were all in cute little bowls, and the presentation was so good. I was like,
amazing.
I was
Rita.
so proud of
I
myself.
was proud of you.
Yeah, so I was like really excited about this. So he walks through the door. He eats the salad, everything's good, and And then, to my disappointment, I realized that this guy, after eating the salad, was expecting more. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, so where's the real meal? And I'm like, I'm sorry, this is the real meal. This is called, that's why I said we're having lotus salad today. But then Musa, I promise you guys, his voice changed and he was like, don't you ever give me lettuce and call it a real meal. I was like, whoa.
I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. I did say that. But hey, the reality is,
It was
in
our first
Africa,
argument.
we start with the kill man. That lotus salad was amazing. It changed my life as a starter or whatever you will call it.
As an appetizer.
As an
It was
appetizer,
an
I was like, okay, this is a great appetizer. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a great meal. I mean, it can only get better for me. But it turns out that was the main course. I was disappointed.
Okay, so let me
Needless
just
to
say,
say.
when we first got together, we cooked meals, but we could only afford one person's eating style. And at the end of the day, it ended up being someone's eating style. And here we are today.
But here's the thing, some people, they just cook because it's mandatory for them and it's the right thing because they're in a relationship or whatever. But for me, Wahida, it's different. I derive a lot of pleasure and satisfaction in cooking. It's a lifestyle, it's fun. That's why I'm so strong.
That's beautiful, but I also love cooking. And
You mean used to love cooking?
I used to, but you started hogging it up, and now we're back. I'm just saying. We used to eat very healthy. We were a lot thinner in the beginning. I'm just
you
saying.
are slim, Wahida, like as slim as a feather.
I'm gonna punch you after the. No, you
No,
didn't.
really, I think.
I'm just gonna leave that alone. Anyway, so let's talk about really you and your smoothie. Let's talk about compromise. In relationships, it is very important that you compromise. It should never be about one person. And even though we're telling this funny story, we've learned that we have to compromise. And sometimes what I see in other relationships is that, wow, even as we've counseled people and all those sort of things, we've seen where it's been all about one individual. And first of all, I want to say, if it is like that, look, people, change. You need to change, because what's going to happen to the other person is they're slowly going to die on the inside. And what can happen is, obviously, it doesn't work, break up, and you go the opposite way.
Yeah, I honestly, you're 100% right. I think the diversity of creation is very impressive, and we need to learn just to appreciate each other's differences. I think differences aren't necessarily wrong. They are just different. And if you can learn to live with other people and their habits, and I mean, there are things obviously that are not acceptable, like bringing in another, men or women into the house without your spouse's approval. I mean, in Africa, as you know, I can have another wife. Right?
Okay, here he goes. No, we had a white wedding. We've been through this before. So we've been through this, guys. Look.
Okay, I can't have another wife. I had a white wedding. Sorry.
When it says white, it means you wore a white dress. Okay, just to clarify. So anyway.
You check it out?
All right, we're back. Yeah. Anyway, so back to compromising. Like I said, it shouldn't be about one person, and there should just be a mutual thing where sometimes we do what you want, sometimes we do what I want, and it just, you guys are doing life together, should I say, doing life together. And if you're doing that, then it really should equally be about each other.
Yeah, the word for me would be compromise, and you can't really compromise.
What do you mean the word for you would be compromise? That's the word we're talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Compromise in the sense that you accommodate the other person, but you can't really compromise unless you know what the other person's expectations are. So I think communication is key in compromising. You have to be transparent and vulnerable and be real. You can't be vague. You have to be thorough. You know, sometimes we get looks from our partners and they apparently just from the look only, you're supposed to divinely know what's going on in their heads. Maybe for women it works, okay? For men, I don't know. Maybe you guys are smarter than me, but I find it hard to read in between the lines. For me, if you hate something, just say, I hate this, I don't like it, or when you do this, this is how it makes me feel. And yeah, communication, I think it's
okay,
key.
yes, talking about things, yes, definitely talking about things and communicating, but also...
This is not like Star Wars where we just have to look at each other. I know what she's thinking and I know what
it's the Force, Musa, don't go there.
This is not the Force.
Yes, you should use the Force. All I'm saying is you should know your spouse, or you're not just your spouse, you're whomever, okay, whoever. You should know them, or make it a goal of yours to get to know them on that level where they can just look at you and you just be like, ooh, something's not right. Can I just say, Musa's the type of person that if we're sitting there and you slowly like nudge him, like, don't go there. He'd be like, why are you hitting me? Why are you elbowing me? What is your problem? And then he'll ask in front of everyone. I'm like, it was just a mistake.
The worst one is when you step on my toes under the table.
I'm like,
why are you stepping on my toes?
And I gotta be like, later on, like, hey, babe, actually I was doing that because you were saying something and I was trying to, you know.
I told you, I'm not that person. I find it hard to read it in between the lines. I just want people to say it as it is. This is how it is. Sorry.
Anyway, so I guess the whole point of today is we were talking about compromise, and in compromising, make sure that it's equal. The relationship is equal, and honoring each other in that.
Yeah.
But then also make sure that you're communicating so that the other person can actually compromise, because you could be like complaining about your man, about your girl, when really
they don't even know what's going on in your head.
You haven't communicated, or you don't speak up. You don't have those communications. But at the same time, I also think the other person could also be sensitive in trying to know their other person, their partner, whatever, on that level, so they can see, ooh, that facial expression, I know what that means, or something like that. Yeah.
And I think it's really fun once you get to know each other at that level. Like and there's nothing better than that. It's just great.
Yeah.
Because you can divinely read each other's
Okay,
minds.
seriously. It's the Force. Okay, anyway. So thanks for joining us in our first session today. We are so excited to pick up this channel and just run with it. Let us know what you guys want us to discuss, and we'll happily discuss it and give some insights. Obviously, we are not experts in anything, I don't think.
Talk about yourself. I'm an expert in everything.
Okay. We're just two people together and just wanting to help you live life to the full. So thank you for joining us today. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed my smoothie.
What? You're so